Hello and welcome to a very brief, specialised rundown of games, National League Prem special. But actually, until this point, no one's really been playing each other, so it's just been us six at the mercy of the rest of the pyramid in that league. But now they are starting to face off, and we've actually got two all drafted games today. Marshyside chasing automatic promotion at the moment, being tested away at one of the newcomers, LuTom, and Liam, the other team, his Manchestaff team, who were relegated from League 2 last year, at home to currently 4th place, NottinGiant Forest. That's 5th v 4th. LuTom had a rough couple of weeks. I think we'll probably dive in straight there. If my laptop plays ball. No, we're bouncing somewhere completely different because FM wants to make me look stupid. But actually, I'm not unhappy about getting this game out of the way. Nothing to do with Craig's OTB side. It's just that I've been trying to avoid the 24 or the under 21 teams. These were basically sides that I used, sort of created to populate what was sort of the National League North and National League South divisions, and QPR's 2024 sides of the real life 2024 team obviously got promoted from South, hence the like of Clark Salter and was that Chris Willock, I think. So I'd be more than happy to see those kind of teams go straight back down again, to be honest. I suppose it's quite apt to start with the league leaders as well, considering this is a brand new team, drafted a year after all the supposedly top players went, and he's dominating the league so far. Still undefeated, only picked up one draw from all of his games, and only conceded a couple along the way, I believe, as well. Obviously, things can change quite quickly, but at the moment, it's looking a bit like a two-horse race for one automatic promotion spot between Craig as the newcomer and Marshy as one of the teams that came down from League 2 in Season 1. Be a big game when those two face off against each other. It's nice that Craig gets a live game. Hasn't had a lot to cheer about Norwich-wise over the past week. What he would have given for Max Aaron's Emi Buendia right-hand side on Sunday. And a Carlton Palmer at centre mid for that matter. We get a first start of the season and a first goal for D'Alessandro. One of the more rogue draft picks, but probably quite a clever one. Not sure how many people remember his one exciting season for Portsmouth back in sort of the Barclaysman era. despite these 2024 or under 21 sides obviously not being within the essence of the pyramid and obviously populating it with former Premier League players, they do have managers that were available during the original drafts. Just trying to track down QPR 24's, well, at least initial manager would have been. So for context, actually Ray Wilkins started off as manager there. I've got no reason to believe he's not still there. Owned by Flavio Briatore. Playing their game at Reynolds Field, which means absolutely nothing to me, but might to someone. Craig's beloved Carlton getting on the score sheet. Easy win. Ball back in Marshy's court with a considerably tougher test. And there it is. It is a tougher test. That being said, after a pretty promising start, you can see there Mancini's lads only one win in the last 5 has actually dropped them out of the cemented 6. I think it's Burnley B or Tottenham D or someone like that that's actually breaking up that. It's Burnley B, yeah. Breaking up the expected 6, making it a slightly more extended 7. Lost out to his good mate Tom Gourlay's Gourlayverpool at the weekend. Actually, Marshy's not been in brilliant form. If you look at the stats, but he does keep finding a way to win games. He's going to have to find a difficult route to win this one. I was about to say that, I mean, despite drafting the likes of Van Hecke, Neil Ruddock, Chorluka, Mangala, sort of that ilk of centre-back, I think because the captain is Tom Lockyer, they keep playing him. I'm not sure that's done him many favours, to be honest. Obviously, lots of love for Lockyer, but I don't think that was quite Tom's intention. Halfway to a very necessary winner. This thing's stand though. Speaking of intention, I don't also think that Marshy didn't expected Van Bronckhorst to become one of his leading centre midfielders when he signed him from me in the summer. I suppose he is up against Patrice Evra, but got the likes of Morgan Gibbs-White, Edgar Davids, Asensio, Mendieta, Gilmore, Ugarte. They're all missing out at the moment for the left back to play centre mid. He's not going to be pleased to see Jaap Stam injured either. Guessing Christian Romero isn't available if he's bringing on Johnny Otto at centre back instead. This could be a massive day for Craig's OTB. Reminded that it is only just one team that gets automatically promoted, and then a 6-team playoff Royal Rumble to find the other one, which could make May very good fun. Just don't think Marshy wants to be part of it. Maybe he won't be. Oh, penalty. It's a very impressive front three considering, again, Tom is another one to have drafted a year after everyone else. 500 of the best Premier League players already gone, and he still ended up with Chiesa, Jackson and Alvarez through some summer dealings as a front three. And a very big win for his season. Onto the other all-drafter clash. 5th v 4th. Quite in different form for both of them actually at the moment. Alongside Tom Gourlay, who we're about to see in the next game. They're sort of the chasing pack at the moment behind Marshy and Craig. Would have to go on quite a run of form at the moment to bridge the gap, such as been, especially Craig's starts of the season. What a goal. What a goal. I was just about to say, both Souček and Nakata are presumably about to go away on international duty along with absolutely everybody else that we've drafted. Hence why the National League Prem also won't have any games this weekend. A nice week off for everybody from my voice. But what a way to depart. It's triggered an implosion. No idea why he's taking pens. Love the Brian Clough looking at Mori and says Viali, Nakata, going, no, get the centre back on that. good game on our hands. Beckham's assist rate is just off the charts. It was last season in League 2, despite having half the season with a broken leg and finishing bottom of the table. Been quite a lot of rotation actually for Manchestaff so far this season. Been mixing it up between Sheringham and Andy Cole for the one striker spot, but Januzaj's not been a frequent starter by any means. I think Diallo's been out there quite a bit. Actually, considering he's playing two wingers, I was just looking through his squad. Doesn't have an abundance of wingers, but he has got Ian Hart on the pitch. The lesser seen, lesser cited Ian Hart at left wing back. The intention from the fourth draft round, I think it was, last summer, like 2023 fourth summer. And finally he's on the pitch. Admittedly, he is young in this game, but goodness knows why he hasn't got more game time till now. And he's turned it around. Oh, what a game this is. Hopefully a very early preview for what we've got in store next May. Ah, Kagawa. Forgot about him. He's another option off the wing, I guess. It's going to be a winner here. Can sense it. Especially with a highlight this long. Liam knows better than most. Oh, it's offside. Turns out there's not a winner. That was a lot of effort for very little points. Fun to watch though. And finally, Tottenham D, who I think have a couple of those draws, constant draws, have come against drafted sides. Gourlay very much leading the charge to try and bridge the gap to those front two, though. So you've got to feel, especially with Craig's win today, he's going to need a win. Again, a bit of rotation. Hasn't always worked out for any of us, to be honest. Haven't really seen the likes of Dan Burn or Madwakey, Ryan Sessegnon. So Maresca's obviously spotted an easier game. Again, FM usually punishes complacency. João Gomez is another one, I think, making his debut, or at least one of his first run-outs. I actually saw just prior to the recording, Tottenham D obviously not particularly impressed by the constant draws they've been getting. Just trying to see who the original manager was. It was actually Ange Postecoglou, but he was taken within the draft by Cheshampton. And eventually they ended up with Glenn Roeder as manager, but he's under pressure. That was the news that popped up just before today's games. That goal from Dos Santos probably helping him out a bit. For a bit of context, Tottenham D playing their games at Tottenham Marshes. Again, that will mean more to someone else than it does to me. Being run by Irving Scholar. Not sure where I found these people. But Big Irv will be happy with the first half there. As I've said before, obviously these non-drafted sides can make transfers, hence Jack Rodoni finding his way into the Premier Elite. Could be about to ruin everyone's fun again. Not for the first time in recent weeks. That looked off. As soon as I saw that lineup at the start, I did fear the worst. It's not over yet, but we're in classic FM territory here. Draw's better than nothing, but only marginally. 3 minutes. Great goal. Possibly a goal of the month challenger if it wasn't for Hidetoshi Nakata, the highlight of the evening. And what an evening it's been for Craig Trudgell. Gets himself a win. Watches Marshy lose to 7th place, Watch as third and fourth draw with each other. Fourth and sixth draw with each other now, and sees third place only pick up a solitary point as well. Burnley be another team to benefit from today's games. So that's a 4-point cushion in the automatic spot. Now only 5 points between second and fourth, with Liam and Tom needing to play catch up. But we're not even a third of the way through the season yet. Like I said, that's pretty much it now for 10 days, really. Oh no, we've got a solitary League 2 game. I don't know how that's going to play out with the international break, because poor Ned's going to lose half his squad. But they are scheduled to play next Wednesday. I'll see if that happens. And then we're all back in action Saturday week. So I'll catch you next Wednesday, at least.